Hey everybody, it's Miss Tara again. I wanted to share with you some of the Minds in Motion activities we do at school. Most of the kids will be very familiar with these. We do it a lot. I know it sounds weird, but these physical activities really help balance the brain, make the right and left side of the brain work together. They're very calming. They help with depth perception. They help with a lot of things that are going to help them academically do well in school. So the preschool and kindergarten do these a lot. They'll be doing them again next year, I'm sure, if they're in whether they're in preschool or kindergarten next year. So and plus they're fun activities that the kids can do, keep them active a bit, run some of the energy off for you. So I have three different kind of crawls I want to talk today. One is just crawling. You're balancing both sides of the brain because you're having to use both sides of the body and you're having to motor plan it. So crawl like a baby, crawl like a dog, crawl like or walk like a cow, walk like a dog, that kind of thing. You can make it fun that way. And what we usually do is we give them a space that they have to crawl in, certain length of space. So you can have them crawl down the hallway. And then on the way back, have them do the army crawl. So army crawl is where you're laying on your belly and you're just using your arms and legs to move yourself along. I am not demonstrating these things for you. I will demonstrate a few things. I'm not demonstrating these two. So lay on your belly, pull yourself along. It's called the army crawl. One more is called the bear crawl. The bear crawl, you're on your hands and feet, not on your knees. So your bottom's up in the air. Not demonstrating that one either. Bottom up in the air, hands and feet, and you're walking like that. It's called the bear crawl or the bear walk. So another thing to do is cross body. We are going to be expecting the kids to read across the middle of their body. It's called crossing midline. We're going to expect them to read and write across their body. And that's really hard for a lot of kids. It has a lot of other purposes too. I'm not going to go into all this, but so they need to learn to move their hand across their body. So we do this a couple of different ways. We can practice shapes that way. So I make pointers, make big circles like this. We can make triangles. We can make squares, really big shapes. That makes them do that. The other way is, and I start slow with my class. So if your kid is having some problems with this, you might start just trying to do the same side of your body. Hand to knee, hand to knee, hand to knee. Then hand to the other knee. Okay? We want to get that knee up if possible. And then hand to the other knee. Once they kind of get that, start walking. Have them walking doing that. If they get really good at it, elbow to knee. So some variations on that to make it difficult. We try to change it up a little bit every week for the kids because they're doing the same thing every week. And then one of the last things is eye tracking. So this is just big, but you can see it. But you can use a small toy, you can use a small car, you can use a pen. Watch the pen. But you'll discover as you're doing this, a lot of the kids have problems with this. They can't hold their head still and move their eyes. So you're going to hold the whatever you're using about this far away from them. Can you see that? Like that. Have them watch it and have them try to keep their head still. So you're going to move side to side. I usually do each way a couple of times. And then up and down. And then around in circles. You will find that they keep looking at you and not this because they're having a hard time with that. You also find that they might kind of do something like this and get their body in a weird position to help them move just their eyes. So we really need them for writing to be able to just move their eyes to read. Okay, so this is pretty important. And it takes 10 seconds. So you can do that. The last thing that you do is you move it away from them and then start moving it closer, closer, closer. They have to watch it until it gets to their nose. trying to keep their eyes on it the whole time. So, like I said, you can do that with anything around your house. If you don't have something, you probably have a small toy or something that you can use that makes it a little bit more interesting. You can use your finger. Just have them move their eyes. Don't hold their heads to stop their heads from moving, but just keep reminding them, just try to use your eyes. Okay? It's really hard, especially for the kids in my class that are a little bit younger. It's really hard. But it's good practice for them, and we try to do it frequently. So, y'all, some fun things to do. Get some of the energy out. Oh, the last thing is rolling. So they can roll with their arms down. Just get down on the ground and roll, roll, roll. We call it the jelly roll. They should probably know what that is. You can do arms down, or you can do one arm up. If you're doing one arm up, try to roll one way with this arm up and one way with this arm up, so that they're balancing both sides. So have fun with that. I hope that gets some of the wiggles out for you, and enjoy.